Hi, it's Liz, and I'm here with my potential strategy for use with the Iowa State student chapter of the American Meteorological Society. I'm not an actual paying dues member anymore, but I talk to a lot of the club members, and I am a part of the Facebook group. So I feel that my outside expertise will help them a lot. And they do talk to the alumni a lot about ideas and things to do. So I feel that this is the best group for me to work with because my ideas could have some real potential for helping the group possibly either win more awards or even just become a better outreach center for the community. The people, again, were meteorology students and weather enthusiasts. Yes, there are alumni involved, and a lot of the grad students get involved too. But for the most part, the club is run by the undergrad students that are members of it. We all love weather, so that's what we have in common with each other. And everybody can say hi to my cat. um, but like I said, the weather binds us together. That's what we talk about. That's why we get together. When we do get together, we discuss things going on in the meteorological community, whether it be scientific research that's come up, some maybe things not to do in terms of weather forecasting, or just various things that we have found that we feel the whole club needs to know about. We also like to spread the word about weather, so we get together to tell other people who may not necessarily know what's going on. And we also get together just to be social. We're all really good friends within the group. And so getting together is just a good way to kind of get out of the school mode and have a little bit of fun while still being professional. Some of the problems we solve, one of the biggest things that I'm noticing now is we have to correct misinformation about the weather. With the internet and everything that's available on it, there's a lot of misinformation getting passed around. So we do a lot to correct that. We also do educational outreach. We do science talks. We do various science presentations throughout the community. We've gone as far south as Des Moines and as far, I have no idea how far north, but we go all over the state to do these things. And so we try to educate the public about meteorology and try to get them just as interested in it as we are. Basically, we'll talk about anything weather related, like I've said. Some of my past presentations, I've talked about how on the Facebook page, we'll talk about anything from what's been happening in the community, silly weather things getting passed around, bad things that have happened and ways that we could possibly get together to fix it, and things like that. So again, we talk about anything weather related. And yes, every once in a while we bring some personal stuff into it, but for the majority it is weather related, or at least directly related to the club. The people, again, mostly were meteorology undergrads. Yes, there are some weather enthusiasts, and the alumni do participate, but again, the majority are the meteorology undergraduates. They're the meat of the club. The majority of them are critics, and so that's mostly just because the creators are typically the officers. You can see I've shown all 11 current admins of the Facebook page are the 11 current officers of the club. They're typically the creators, mostly because they know the rules, they know who to go to get permission. Obviously, they've been nominated because people know that they can lead a group. And so they're typically the creators. However, people that are not the admin can be creators. You just typically will bring your idea to one of the officers, and they will get the ball rolling on the whole process of doing whatever it is you want to do. So it's not that they can't be creators. It's just a little more difficult if you're not an officer. So far, what we use for social media, there's the Facebook group, like I mentioned. There's 158 members currently, and we're about split evenly between alumni and current members, which is really awesome. And the alumni aren't as active, but there are several of us that do stay active on the page. They do have a Twitter account. It is currently inactive. It has not been posted on since the beginning of the year. And even then, it's only been posted on once or twice in the last 3 years. So it's an inactive Twitter account, but it does exist. So I know that they have the password and everything for it, but it is there for them to possibly utilize later. There's also the forums that I mentioned before, but I won't use those as much. I'm just mentioning them because that's how we contact each other a lot of the time, for more educational things and things having to do directly with school. We do use our personal accounts to talk more informally with each other. The majority of us are friends with each other on social media, and so we'll talk to each other that way. I know I frequently talk to some of the undergrads through my Twitter account, and even through my Facebook account. We'll just comment on each other's random personal things. So it's a lot more informal, but we do talk to each other. And so there is all that communication going on. Some opportunities for discussion. Again, there's a lot more social media outlets than just Facebook, and they really need to be utilizing them, especially with how misinformation is being spread about weather on the internet. And so that's their biggest opportunity for expansion or discussion or whatever you want to call it. I would like it if they tried to promote the message a little outside of the club. How they've been using social media is mostly to show club members exactly what's going on. But it would be really awesome if they would use the accounts more publicly, like the ISU AMS page could post weather updates, could post things for the community to see and not just for the members. And that would really help in the mission of like promoting educational outreach. And so like I said, there's so many more ways that social media could be used that they don't use right now. And so that's really how I'm focusing on. I could help solve a lot of these problems with this degree that I'm getting. I can show them research, experiences that I've had through class, all those different things, and really show them and help them use social media more effectively. And so my objectives, I want to talk and inform the club, so just kind of tell them about all of the other social media and its uses. Not just straight up say, hey, go use this, but like actually sit them down, give them the pros and cons of all the different social media, ways that they can use them, possible like ideas for accounts. And then again, like go to converting and selling, then take those ideas and show exactly how the social media can help promote the club. And again, I'll do that through my personal social media account, as well as talking to the administrators of the Facebook page and trying to get them to promote things within the club as well, since I am obviously not located in Iowa right now. And then I also plan to support them, again, providing network connections. I know a lot of people that some of them may not know, and that's just through my networking that I've done. And so I can bring all of those connections to the table for them, and that really helps with job opportunities for them in the future. So my strategy then for Inform, again, there's a lot more social media outside of Facebook, and they really need to utilize all of it. I'd be curious to ask the members what other tools they do use, because based on that, obviously, if the club doesn't use, say, Twitter, for example, if there's only a very small handful of people that use Twitter, then because they don't know how to use the account, they haven't used it, it might be a little bit harder for them to start using that account as a promotional tool. And so basically take the accounts that they use, and so that what I know that they can use, and help them utilize that within the club to help promote our message. And I'd really like it if they didn't just interact with the club. Obviously, the Facebook group is designed so that we can talk to each other, but it would be really great if there was a Facebook page, or if there was the Twitter that was active to the public, an Instagram account. I mean, there's all sorts of ways that we could do this so that we're interacting directly with the public and not just within the club. Like, yes, it's nice to talk to each other, but if we really want to start getting rid of all this misinformation getting spread around, we need to interact with everyone else too. So then again, to convert, I'll use my own social media and research experience to show the club how expanding their social media can help promote the educational outreach and all of that. So that one's pretty self-explanatory, like showing examples of, hey, this is how you do this. And obviously I would help them through all of that, which leads directly to support. I'd offer the professional connections. I might know a lot more people than they think I do, given my background in meteorology and interactive media. So I know I might know a lot more people that could help in giving them jobs, whether they're a student or an alumni that's currently searching for a job. And so I can bring a lot to the table there. But I would also be willing to assist in the execution of these new social media accounts if it gets that far. I'd be willing to help them figure out when to tweet, how to tweet, if they use Twitter, for example, or when to post whatever to whatever social media, and like how to do it so that it's proper and how to promote everything. So I would really help them get it all jump started, and then I guess it would mostly be up to them to keep it going, but I would definitely love to help them get that started. So that's my overview of my strategy for the Iowa State American Meteorological Society, and I will see you guys next time.